Well, hello there. It's 7 o'clock. So here we are again. Johnny Daniel, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And how are you? Hope all is well. I am finally getting released from the fog of my tooth mess that happened. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm setting up the computer. Of course, right? So I got some housekeeping to do when I'm getting this computer up and ready to go. And somebody's on with me. Must be Cheryl because she liked it. How are you, Cheryl? So, let's see here. Housekeeping. So I've got one more day before oh, hey Lise, how are you? Got one more day before the reservations need to be in. I'm saying that instead of RSVP because I found out there are a lot of crafters that are younger than us, shall we say, that don't understand what RSVP means, literally. So I am going to start talking about, hey dude, how are you? I am starting to say, please reserve your spot. Because they understand that. They understand what a reservation does. So, I am trying to cross the borders, shall we say. We're not talking about borders tonight, though. Alright, so, by tomorrow night, you need to let me know if you are able to come to the Valentine Favor class. That is Saturday from 10 to 1. If you are off work on Tuesday, the 22nd, up in Yucca, there is a class from 10 to 1. Yes, I know, it's during the workday, but the lady, Miss Betty, that's hosting it, doesn't work. So that's when she wanted it, so that's when we're doing it. If you still work and everything else, on the 26th, I've got the farmer's market, and in the evening I've got an organization class, and we've got a whole bunch of other stuff happening. Hi Stella, how are you? So let's see, the big thing, probably for you guys, Gem and Mineral Show is the first weekend of April. So the Rubber Rummage Sale, which I will start probably in another about 10 days, talking about cleaning out your studios, shall we say. But it will be the weekend of the 30th of March. So it will not be the first weekend of April because I will be at the Gem and Mineral Show. So, I think that's about all the housekeeping I have for right now. But we'll see. Oh, I do have one more. So sorry. Paper share, ribbon share. I do have one paper share left and one ribbon share left. Let me get them. And this is what that means to you. So, paper share is all that paper for 25 bucks, okay? And that's mailed also, so there's no additional shipping charge. And then this is what a yard each of every piece of ribbon looks like. And that's 15 bucks, and if you want both, it's 35 instead of 40. So, while supplies last, I have one pack left, and unless 4 more people sign up, and then I will do what I need to do. Okay? Alright, so for tonight, we are going to be creating, oops, this is sticking, don't know why. We are going to be creating from Celebration as well as the Occasions catalog, okay? If you're wondering, the little words come from Itty Bitty Greetings, which is a 2-part set. That's why it's a little bit more expensive. So that is where that is from. Let's see here. Let's detail this out for you, huh? Alright, so the purple is Highland Heather, if you're wondering. And, oh, I do need to ask you if the light's any better. I went to sunshine bulbs or true color bulbs in the craft room this week, actually. So I know there's still a shadow. I still got to work on that, but hopefully the actual color is better. and not yellow because of fluorescent. Okay, so we have got, for the butterflies, this is out of the Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper. Okay, and then this is the butterfly bundle, are the punches. Yes. Okay, and then the background paper, not the solid one, but the gingham one. Hold on, I did it. All right, on page 35 is the Gingham Gala, or is it Gala? I don't know. I'm going to say Gala. 6x6 designer series paper. So that's what we have for tonight. That's what we're creating. I hope you like it. If you need to order, just about every Monday night, there's an order going in. So if you need to, I'm here. Go figure, huh? All right, and then we've got the self-adhesive sequins that match this as well, that are part of that gingham suite, okay? So what I've done ahead of time is cut out the butterflies. Hold on, I gotta get a card base. I always have to forget one thing. You know that, right? So the card base is cut long and skinny. So instead of cutting it at 5 1/2, you cut it at 4 1/4. And then instead of scoring at 4 1/4, you're going to score at 5 1/2. So you have a long skinny, or this way, a long skinny. Okay. So I've got that, and then I've got the Highland Heather matte, which is cut at 5 by 3 3/4. And then I have got the gingham, which is cut at 1 inch by 5. Okay? And you can pick which side. For tonight, I'm going to be using the little side. So, okay? Alrighty, so we're going to get this rolling, if I can pick those sequins up. And, oh, if you're wondering, for those of you that are local and come to classes, the AC, new AC unit from Aaron's Air Services will be finished tomorrow. It is double the size, so you will freeze appropriately in August. So, just to let you know, we are on our way, okay? Alrighty, so if anybody needs him, he's busy in the morning, but you can have him in the afternoon to get your mini split done. Alright, so we're going to grab our snail adhesive, and we are putting this up here. So, and if anybody asks me, do you trust Aaron? Yeah, I do, because when Joel was in the hospital, guess who I called? Hey Aaron, can you go pick up Tara? I'm not sure he would do that for everybody, but he did it for me. Of course, I helped run chamber, so I don't know about that trade, but hey, you know, you do what you gotta do, right? Okay. Alright, so enough about that. So let's get back to this card. So I have done some snail adhesive and done some Highland Heather matte and done the gingham through the middle, or through the middle, depending on how you want to look at it. We're going to flip this one the other way because I've already done the up and down one. So this one we're going to go this way and put the words down here because I don't want to do the same thing. I don't know about you. So, alrighty, so you're probably looking at me and going, John, you cut the butterflies too small. You're not going to be able to grab them. Where's your tweezer? Actually, I am not grabbing my tweezer. I am grabbing my take your pick tool. Go figure, huh? So it's a little bit more than just for picking stuff up. It is also used to position, and let's see if I can do this 3 times pretty quick. We will see, huh? So, I grab this with the putty side, and I am going to throw this down here. You hear it sticking? Yeah? Okay. And I'm trying to get it to go right. It's hard when you can't see because my head's not right over top. So, okay. So we've got that going on. 1. Okay. Notice too, our designer series papers are always double-sided. Well, not always, unless you buy the fancy foiled ones. But they are usually double-sided, so you're going to get quite a bit for that $11 that you spend. Okay. And then for those of you that are local, a lot of times Boy, this one's being a little finicky, isn't it? A lot of times I will do paper by the pound as well. And my bin's pretty full, so I'm about where I need to be for that. All right, let's get this moving, huh? Okay. Butterfly was not being very cooperative. All right. So we're going to chuck that in the bin. Okay, because I don't need to clean up after, do I? All right, so we're going to chuck, and we got one more to go. I would not recommend with this paper bending the wings with the stylus because the paper is pretty thin already. You can do that, but if you choose to do that, I would actually spritz it with a little bit of water first to make it a little more flexible so it doesn't tear because it is quite thin, okay? If you don't like that pop-up when you do that punch, just put your thumb over the hole so you don't have wings flying at you. Okay, make sure to cap these pretty nicely too, because I will tell you I've already lost one cap and there's no replacements unless you buy the whole thing again. I've asked 3 times and 3 out of 3 times it was the same answer. So I'm pretty sure that's what I have to do is buy the whole thing if it bothers me. All right, so these butterflies, now when you're doing snail and you're not sure you're gonna hit, you know, you might go over like I just did. You want to make sure to go on one of the sides or one of the corners. So if you have adhesive down here, you don't have to lay out the whole thing. You just fold the corner over. Okay, so you want to make sure to do that. I'm going to start in the middle here. Okay, and let's see here. Let's see how fast this comes together. I'm pretty sure it'll be just fine. What do you think? Let me look at the comments and see. See, that's why you're on here, Stella. You didn't think to use it, but it's good for a lot of things, including picking up sequins that don't have adhesive on the carpet when you've dropped them too. Because that happens, doesn't it? Alrighty, so we've got our butterflies on. Yahoo! Now to tie in all the black and white theme, now, one of the designer series papers has the small gingham like this, so you don't have to buy the extra pack, but it's black and white. So it just depends if you want that monochromatic or if you want to bring in some color, okay? So this is the classic label punch, and I am just going to grab here and give that a little punch. And you're probably going, why are you going to do that? Because we're going to do some stretching tonight. I mean, we have talked about finger yoga, right? Okay, downward dog. Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing some stretching with our punching, okay? And first I'm always doing thank you cards. I appreciate your business and I appreciate the orders coming in. So last month I think I did over $200 in postage to get you your thank you cards. I do appreciate it. And yes, stamps are going up on the 27th, but here is the tip, okay? Your first ounce is going up by a nickel, okay? But your second ounce, your additional ounce, so if you're doing handmade cards, you're usually paying for that additional ounce, correct? Yeah? I mean, I am. I don't know about you. That additional ounce is actually going down. So you're actually going to pay 2 cents less if you're used to paying for that additional ounce. So, you know, in the grand scheme of things, you will be fine. Not that a nickel's going to break us, because they're going to do it anyways, but I just thought I'd tell you. Oh, and if anybody wants to know, I'm always free for lunch if you don't want to mail it. Just saying. All right. So we are going to stretch this black and white. Okay. So we're going to cut that guy in half. I don't know if you've ever seen this done, but we will get it. Oh, and I stamped that all kinds of crooked. But you know what? That would be why it's handmade, right? Okay, we are done here now. All right, so I grab this, and if I could get the words going straight, usually I do this upside down half the time. And I grab that, and I grab here. And if you got any tails sticking out, if you don't do it straight, is what I mean by that. I did pretty good tonight, but if you don't, you just grab the scissors and nick off your nubs that you didn't quite get right, okay? So, Alright, so we've got our dimensionals here. Mini dimensionals to be exact when you're doing that small of a punch because you don't want them sticking out the side. You can cut them, but then you're taking stock in Goo Gone as well. That's the only thing I can find that works. Alright, so if you can't peel these guys, you are going to grab your thumb and just, or a fingernail, whatever you want, and just grab those so those peel right off like that, okay? Usually they will pop right up for me, but tonight, not so much. Alright, so, gonna grab these off of here, put them down on the card, and I think we are going to, no, we're gonna put this off to the side. Alrighty. So we've got that with our nice little crooked thing. It wouldn't be my card if something wasn't wrong. So, if you guys have been in class, you know that, well, let's see. What was it, Cheryl? The lasting lily? The butterfly was complete, or not the butterfly. What was it? The flower was completely upside down now, wasn't it? Alright, so, I don't know if you know this or not, but I think my thing's just about out. So, if any of you have ordered this tool, when you get down to about 3 or 4 threads left, you need to call me to order that refill, okay? Don't wait like I did and not have any refills left, okay? Yes, I'll be putting an order in next week, but that doesn't help me right now when it's not quite working because it's kind of dry, okay? So, you got to make sure to pay attention to your tools because if you pay attention to your tools, they'll take care of you, right? Okay, so that is what we have for tonight. So we've got our gingham with our butterflies. And I will remind you, if you want some of this paper, like really soon, it's in the paper share as well. And that is $25. So let me know if you want it. And all right, Cheryl, you said yes, and I don't remember what I asked, honey. So if I need to do something, please let me know. My goodness. Alrighty, so without anything else, follow me on stampingwithjohnny.com. And I gotta go figure out what is for dinner tonight. It might be Papa John's if I get my way, but we will see. Alright, so without anything else, make sure to take your pick tool and move around in your punches, and we will get everything situated, won't we? So, hope to see you in class soon. For those of you, thanks, Cheryl, I appreciate that. I need as many people as I possibly can to tell me I'm okay. If I don't see you in class, the virtual classes will be starting soon. So, I know you've heard that, but guess what? We are right there. Absolutely. Alright, so our first virtual class will be Valentine Favors, adult version. And don't think that way. That's not what I'm talking about. Or kid version, meaning the ape stuff or filigree kind of stuff. Alright, so. Waffles for supper. That sounds good, except I'm out of bacon. Alright, so without anything else, y'all have made me hungry. Stampingwithjohnny.com, and I will talk to you later. Thank you. Have a great night.